Assalamu alaikum, and we are back on the Today Show on Islam Channel. I'm your host, Tamanna Mia. In the guests today, we have two guests in the kitchen, but we will start off with Alamona Chowdhury, who is the public health spokesperson for Breast Cancer Now, community health campaigner and activist with a background in law, business and education. She's also been active in politics with the Liberal Democrats. Since her own cancer diagnosis, Alamona has been very powerful voice for awareness, research and representation in public health. Now, we have got a jam-packed show for you today, but we will be going to the kitchen right now and saying hello to our wonderful guests. We have mother and son duo. Assalamu alaikum to you both.
Salam.
Nice to see you, Pushkin, isn't it?
Yes, that's it.
Nice to see
Lovely
you.
to meet you.
Alamona, thank you so much for joining us and for bringing one of your wonderful recipes. Now, you've got your son with you today, right?
Yes.
Just tell us a bit about yourself for our viewers.
Well, my name's Pushkin. I'm 22 years old. I'm currently at SOAS University in my final year of studies of history and politics. So I'm very busy, but my mum has been training me up since a young child to be a good cook. So for any women out there, I'm going to be treating you very well one day, and we'll see how it goes today.
Inshallah.
Inshallah,
wonderful,
yes.
wonderful. Looking forward to it. Now, let's hear about your recipe. What recipe do you have for us today?
Well, today we're doing a little sort of fishy combo. So we're going to put the fish in the flour, put it in some breadcrumbs, and then fry it. And it's going to go with the potatoes, and that's going to be quite a nice dish. And then with that, we're going to do a little side of salad, guys. Keep it green, keep it healthy. We're going to put some lemon and olive oil. Very simple. There's already a lot of flavour going on here. And then with a drink, it's my favourite drink. It's Ayran. Absolute banger. Put salt, natural yogurt, and some water. It's really, really lovely, guys. So I hope you enjoy.
Right, let's get on with it, shall we? What's
do
the
it.
first thing we're going to do?
So first, we're going to focus on the fish.
Okay.
So you're going to get the fillets, and we're going to put it in some flour to dry it up. And so this allows us to then, so getting the excess flour off, guys. You don't want too much flour in the dish.
I think we want to whisk the eggs.
Oh, yeah, let me quickly whisk the eggs. That's okay.
Just as well, we got a duo going
Yes.
on.
Exactly. That's what.
Yes.
If one person forgets something, then the other one's definitely there.
Absolutely.
To remind.
And Pushkin didn't mention that we're going to make basically potato chop.
Okay.
And I would have used sweet potato, but I wasn't sure whether you'd like it
It's
or not.
fine. I love potato,
Oh,
potato,
fantastic.
potato,
Well,
everything.
Next
That's
time,
lovely. We love
and I
that.
was going to use quail eggs for the to put in the middle of the potato chop. Once again, I wasn't sure whether you'd like it.
Okay, that's
So we're keeping
fine.
it very simple.
Very
Always a
simple.
perfectionist, guys. Don't
Simple
worry.
is always good, you know.
Simple is
Simple is
best.
good, healthy.
That's true.
So how has this recipe come about then?
Well, I'm into nutrition,
Okay.
good nutrition diet, because I'm a cancer survivor, and so we're asked to kind of keep away from, bad foods. So heavily fried foods I avoid. So panko breadcrumbs, in fact, are Japanese, and pan means bread, and ko means small pieces.
Well, I've definitely learned something today. Thank you.
And you don't actually use, it doesn't absorb much oil, so it's the best thing to use as an alternative breadcrumb.
Okay.
And it's far crispier as well. And the way that panko is made, so panko means breadcrumbs,
Okay.
is through electricity. So it was
Right.
devised by the Japanese in World War II when they were fighting the Americans. They didn't have access to an oven.
Okay.
They used electricity to make it go through the dough to cook it.
Okay.
And then, but they raise it 3 times, so that's why it's so light and, as you can see, and white and airy. And then they use electricity to cook it, and they allow it to kind of air dry for 72 hours, and then they put it through a fine sieve.
Wow.
And it's actually a very healthy and very tasty alternative to breadcrumbs.
That's a really nice way of explaining it.
Bless you.
Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome. And this is especially for you.
Oh, no, I really
'Cause you
appreciate
mentioned
it. Thank you
you're
so much.
a pescatarian, because my mother's a pescatarian.
Oh,
and
okay.
She finds it so difficult to kind of eat
Yeah, it can
on
be
social
hard, can't it?
occasions. Yes.
Yeah.
When it's
Should we
always
have the pan on? Which pan are we using?
Oh, yes, please.
that for the fish.
This one.
That one,
This
if that's
one,
okay.
this
Thanks so
one.
much.
Right, so it's quite a big pan actually.
Yes.
Let's see if we can get the oven on.
Fab.
Right, it's on. It's quite. Does it need to be a high heat or a low heat?
To begin with, yes, and then we'll put it down.
Okay, definitely, that's good. So you've been conscious of your diet because of your, diagnosis and stuff. Explain how it works in your
Yes.
day-to-day lifestyle.
Well, it's actually across the board that we need to have discussions about healthy diet for everyone, because keeping a good diet keeps diseases away. But it's not just about the diet, it's about exercise. Regular exercise is important. And then the third prong of the attack, as it were, is self-care. To do things
Self-care
that...
is so important. yeah.
Absolutely.
Physical, mental health, well-being. It's all very part and parcel, isn't it?
So it's kind of like a pyramid. The pyramid shape is the strongest shape in this planet Earth. So if you remember these 3 things, you're onto a good thing. And diet in terms of what our parents used to cook for us. So South Asian foods, South Asian fruits, home cooking whenever you can, and try to avoid takeaways. I know it's very tempting because we all lead busy lives.
Yes,
so
of
at least
course.
once a week, a home cooked food. And look, we're doing it here.
Yeah.
It's kind of, once you've done it once, it becomes kind of routine.
So you embed that into your children's family's life, essentially?
Yes, my son is actually wearing a Duke of Edinburgh top because
Oh,
he
are
did
you? Oh,
Duke of
okay.
Edinburgh Gold.
Great.
So one of the,
outdoorsy as well?
yes,
Yeah, I try to be an all-rounder, you know.
Very good.
and one of the components is cooking.
Cooking, yes, it is.
He
I
chose.
remember doing DV. It was a great experience. Yeah.
Brilliant, isn't it? Can you
Learned
become
so many life skills. Definitely recommend it.
Yes, very much. And it's good for the CV as well.
Yeah, it's definitely good for the CV. So in terms of your journey of your cancer diagnosis, tell us a bit more about that if you're able to.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
So how did it all start really for you?
yes, I went for when you turn 50, you're given an automatic invitation for breast screening. So like a dutiful citizen, I attended all my breast screening. And then in 2019, I have to say that I did go to the GP practice with extreme loss of hair.
Oh, wow,
And
okay.
floaters across my eyes, which is always a bad sign.
Yeah. And how long did you have that for?
And exhaustion by 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon that I had to sleep for an hour to be able to see through the day. And that was going on for a month, 2 months, and I thought I can't cope. So I went to the GP surgery and in fact cried in front of the GP saying,
Really?
I can't cope. I've got a young son. I mean, he was a few years younger then.
Okay.
And then they took a urine test and they hauled me back the following week to say that you have blood in your urine, but they put it down to aging.
Aging.
Yes.
So this is what happens to a lot of our, families, isn't it? We go to the doctor and actually they don't take you seriously at first, and sometimes you have to make like repeated attempts.
Exactly, but I was 57 then, and I took the comment. I wasn't happy about it, but I had to accept it because you expect the GP to know what they're doing. And then in 2022, I was diagnosed, and they showed me a scan to say actually it existed back in 2019 when I was showing signs of a bad illness.
And that was before COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Gosh, that must have been really hard for you, going through COVID, not knowing what's wrong with you.
Well, I didn't think anything was wrong because I was told to just get on with it.
Yeah.
So I did. And so I had to have
Sorry
a
to hear that.
mastectomy. Oh, bless you, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So I went through mastectomy, which is removal of the right breast,
Okay.
and reconstruction. So they cut open my belly to take tissue from there to create the new breast.
Wow.
Now the question remains whether I did need the mastectomy and reconstruction. Had the GP referred me to a specialist, I may not have needed it. So in terms of uncertainty, I would really urge the viewers to seek a second opinion,
Of course.
because it would have saved me so much kind of pain
Yeah.
in terms of the time I had to take off work, and then the pain, the kind of emotional impact it had on me, because it's like a limb when something is removed. That may have been avoided, we don't know, but that remains a question mark. So always seek a second opinion.
Is there any other, actually, for people that are watching this, the cancer is very important to them. They might have been affected in their families or something, or rather, what sort of advice and guidance would you give to those people in the initial stages where they're not sure, they're scared about going to the doctor, they're scared about talking to people? What would you say to those people? What advice and guidance would you give to people?
Yeah, the NHS are there for us to
Yeah.
make sure that things are detected early. So the earlier we present ourselves, the happier they'll be, because it costs thousands upon thousands to treat us, when we present ourselves later. So just, if you're, in terms of uncertainty, if you don't know how to kind of do self-check in terms of the breast, then go to your GP, ask for a female if you're a woman, and if you're a man, and men can get breast cancer, to ask for a male practitioner. And because if you're uncertain, you're going to be worried, and worrying is another stress element you want to avoid. And cancer, I'm actually doing a roadshow, Damina.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
So it starts on Wednesday when we're holding a panel discussion, in fact, with my medical team.
Well, that's brilliant news.
Bless you.
Just as well. Well,
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to hearing more about that. But before we do, let's hear about this recipe. What are we doing right now?
So we're frying up the breadcrumbs. We're going to make a lovely, crispy sort of fish fillet, if
Yeah.
you will. It's KFC, but so much better. And we're going to sort of
Healthy
season
version.
healthy version. Exactly. You want to keep it healthier, guys. So we're just going to fry that to a good sort of crispy sort of texture on the outside. We also want to make sure, of course, the fish cooks inside as well. So we'll leave it on so it browns a bit just before it burns. Is sort of the ideal. You want it to be crispy, but obviously no carcinogenics, as one might
Of course,
say.
yeah.
So we'll leave that for the time being. I'm going to get to mashing the potatoes.
So you've boiled them already.
so that's all-
Chopped them, peeled them, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So I just need to mash that, and I'm going to add some of this lovely
Coriander.
coriander. Thank
Coriander.
you. Yeah, add some lovely coriander as well,
Yeah.
just to get some more health benefits, and add some spices as well, just to bring out the flavour of the potatoes. Because it's really important with potatoes, they can be quite plain if you don't sort of treat them nicely. I think it's really important with potatoes that, and any